I just realized that I'm gonna do a video on the shinies being leaked, and unfortunately I can't show the screenshot of the Google Docs, so now I have to put some random gameplay in the background. But we're talk about all the Pokemon in New Scarlet and Violet, but there's shiny form that's been leaked, and they look pretty good. They look pretty good from the little glance I took of them. I'm gonna show the ones that have already been confirmed, but I can't show the ones that have been leaked. So, you know, do the whole thing of I'll show them individually on screen as I go, and then if you guys do know where to find the Google Docs, go on Central Leaks. Just go on Central Leaks. They probably have the Google Docs like pinned on the Twitter. You guys should find it pretty easily, but you can follow along with me if you guys do have the Google Docs. I'm gonna talk about most of them. I do know most of them, or I'll try to explain them to the best I can as I'm going through them. So firstly, let's talk about the starters. Sprigatio and its fully evolution is gonna be like a light green and reminds me of like it looks like a alternate form of, what's that Pokemon called? What's that grass dark legend? Zarude. It looks like Zarude's alternate form. It looks like a female Zarude. That's all it looks like. But I mean, it doesn't look that great. I'm not a big fan of Zarude, and I'm not a big fan of Sprigatos and its line. Next up, we have, is it Fuecoco? I think it's Fuecoco. The Dino Pokemon, the Crocodile Pokemon. And it does not stand up. It's not humanoid like the other two. Its final evolution, if you guys don't know, is on 4 legs. And it's rather interesting. It has the color scheme of Typhlosion. I just realized its shiny form for the first 2 stages looks like Cyndaquil and Kolava's shiny form, and then its fully evolved is like a little hot pink-ish. I think that reminds me of Typhlosion a little more. So it's very like Typhlosion-esque. And from there we move on to Quaxley, I think something like that. It's the duck starter Pokemon, and it becomes humanoid. And I thought it was gonna have a gun. It looks like a general. I thought it's gonna have a gun. It's a little stranger, the final evolution, and the shiny form isn't my favorite either. I wish it kept the gray and the light blue. It would have looked way better in my opinion. But from there we're gonna look at Lechonk. It's gonna be the pig Pokemon. It just gets pink, but it's not fully pink. I wish they just made it fully pink. That would have been cute. And its fully evolution is it's pink mixed in with a little white. It's not if you do know the fully evolution form, it's not the greatest, I'll say that, so I'm gonna skip over that. Dunsparce, we don't have the evolution form with Dunsparce, or is that even an evolutionary form? I think it's evolutionary, right? I'm pretty sure it's let's just pretend it's evolutionary. So we don't have the screenshot of that. That's the only one missing, I think, which is weird. A bunch of bug Pokemon coming up next. They look, oh, there's a black and red spider. They look pretty cool. Its evolution looks like a robot, but its pre-evolution looks really cool in the shiny form. Let me skip ahead a little bit more. Is that who I think it is? No, that's just more bug Pokemon. So the bug Pokemons are pretty basic. They're yellow-ish. Graveyard is gonna be the dog Pokemon, and its evolution looks pretty ghastly. It looks pretty like, it's a ghost Pokemon. I mean, ghost Pokemons tend to have pretty decent shinies for the most part, so I like the shiny form of that. Girafarig's one looks still like one of those Pocky sticks that you get for a snack. Doesn't change that much. Wiglet and its evolution. Look at Wiglet. Is it Wiglet? I think it's Wiglet. And then just invert its color and add 3 of them into a bigger rock, and that's the fully evolution, and that's the color scheme. It looks like, I don't know, it just looks inverted. From there, I don't know the names of these, but the dolphin Pokemon looks kind of funky. I did not see the dolphin Pokemon in this sprite, but it looks pretty odd. Is that its hero form? That's a weird form. I gotta see that in game. From there, you can see the olive Pokemon, which really reminds me of Roserade. The more I look at it and its fully evolution, it just reminds me, or its metal stage especially, it looks like an alternate form of Roselia. From there, I don't know what that is. There's a 2-headed bird Pokemon. Looks like a Mario character. Then we have the Toad Pokemon, which completely changed into a new color. There's a lot of yellow going on in this shiny dex that I have on screen. The green Toad turns into yellow Toad, which is kind of cool. And then the mice Pokemon, I don't understand the mouse Pokemon or the mice Pokemon. They just multiply. There's multiple mice. Are they connected? How are they connected? And if they are, why is the evolution so lame where they just multiply? Anyways, Titan, I think we see that. He looks like a meteor rock, which is very cool. I'll add that on screen for sure. It looks pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie. And then we get to the pseudo legendaries, which I see their stand-up forms, which are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. The first stage is still pretty ugly, but the pseudo legendaries full form looks like a mixture of Tyranitar and like an Aggron put together. That's actually a pretty good analogy, but it looks like what you imagine Tyranitar and Aggron baby. You do know the little hopping bike knockoff Pokemon that has Regenerator, the lizard Pokemon. It looks, I mean, I wish it was a little brighter, but it's fine. And then we have is this a bear? I assume this is a bear. In shiny form, I like the shiny colors on this one. This is probably one of my favorite ones so far because it just makes sense. The color looks good on it. Then we got some birds. The parrot looks really cool. I want to see the alternate forms because it has multiple color schemes it can have. So the parrot could be pretty cool to have. The flamingo is alright. Cloth is a blue shell crab. I kind of enjoy the red shell more, but I mean the shiny form is really good. It's decent. There's the mushroom Pokemon. They look pretty dull. I mean, it's alright. I don't even know what this Pokemon is. It looks like a Rick and Morty plant. From there, the bird, a little bird head thing. I think that's the normal and psychic type Pokemon. It looks pretty cool, I guess. Then we got some dog Pokemon. There's a lot of dogs. I think I said that before, but they look alright. Is that ears? Do they have donuts for ears? I don't even know what's going on. And then you have some tumbleweeds. This is the Delmise Pokemon, right? I assume that's the Delmise Pokemon. Oh, and then we get the Grimghoul, where you have the coin Pokemon. We don't have the single stage or the single form. We have the chest form, which we have shiny, and then the shiny form is still yellow, which, I mean, that's pretty lame. Oh, we have Donphans now. We have both the Donphans shiny form. Now that looks really cool for the Donphan. I mean, the Great Tusk and also the futuristic Donphan looks really cool. Amoonguss new form, very interesting. It just took the normal Amoonguss shiny and then added its form, so I'm not sure if it's that cool, but they could have changed that. Magneton looks really weird. Jigglypuff looks kind of cute. I don't know, as a Pokemon it's gonna be useful, but it looks pretty cool. It's just basic Jigglypuff with some red eyes. Misdreavus is the same Misdreavus. The Misdreavus form, I mean, looks about pretty Misdreavus-y. It looks, I think that's Misdreavus shiny form. Volcarona Cap is shiny form, and color scheme for both looks like is more yellowish, and then so did Salamence. Salamance's Cap is green body and then red wings, which are pretty simple, and it's not the same for all of them. I think they kept the shiny color scheme for some of them, not all of them. Mainly the prehistoric ones. The futuristic ones seems more different. As you can see from the, well, you can't really see, but Hariyama looks pretty different. It's more metal and then yellow, I mean, which is part of its shiny form. And then Hydreigon kept its original face, which is gonna be purple and blue face, and then like a metal body. And then Tyranitar is a green gem and then metal body. Delibird is a metal body throughout. It's just a metal bird with a blue sack paws. And then Gallade looks pretty cool. It's just a Power Ranger. It's a mech suit, actually. I don't know who this is. Who is this? I gotta zoom in. Is it a new Pokemon? Wait, hold on. I don't know if I've seen this before. And then there's this like leopard looking Pokemon. Oh, okay. I'm not too sure who these are. Maybe they're like, oh, maybe they're Chen and something else. We saw those later. We saw those at near the end of the decks. Maybe those are the legendaries, but if those are the legendaries, that's pretty cool. It's my first time seeing them, but the leopard looking Pokemon looks pretty cool. Not too sure about this flying ghost. I think that's part of the 4. I think so, because the next 2 Pokemon are going to be the legendaries, and the legendaries, oh, how do you get the shiny legendaries? I don't think they're going to let you find the shiny legendaries anytime soon. But Scarlet one has the best shiny legend. I could show this, I'm pretty sure. So Scarlet has the best shiny legendary I've seen in a while. It looks really cool. And then Violet's pretty cool too, but Scarlet takes the cake for that one. Next up, there's a Pokemon with a hammer. I don't even know what it looks like normally. So we're gonna have to skip through that. Ceruledge and Armoredge, they look about the same. I'm not sure if there's a shiny form for them, or do they just have like a black color scheme for their face or their helmets? I don't even know. And then Tentacle is actually kind of cool. Tentacle and Tentacruel looks pretty cool in shiny form. They look like jellyfishes. They are jellyfishes, but they look cooler. Who is that? Is that Bisharp? I don't even know who that is. But there's a bunch of Pokemons at the end, which, to be fair, they have pretty good color scheme. Oh, these might be different variants, because below that there's the parrot Pokemon, which I think the yellow one looks the best. The green one looks the next best, and then the white one looks the third best, and then the blue one's alright. I don't even see a Quagsire, but I see Whoopers shining, which is decent. Tauruses, they don't even look different. I mean, the black Tauros looks alright. I don't really see a difference in that, but that should wrap it up. I think we got through all the shiny forms listed so far. I think people are still digging in for more, because I don't think this is the full shiny deck, because I think there's some Pokemon missing from this. I'm not too sure which one's missing, but I feel like I didn't go through certain ones that I've gone through before when we look at the whole decks. But that should cover it. I mean, what do you guys think so far of all the shiny Pokemon? You guys like them so far? I gotta give it to them. It's a lot more yellow than I would like, but a lot of them are pretty decent. I don't mind too many of them actually. So it's gonna be fun to shiny hunt in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The game's coming out really soon. It's gonna be really fun to do. I might do a let's play. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for getting this far in my video. It means a lot to me. If you guys can, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. We're gonna cover more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and just have some fun with it before obviously the release of it. And my name's been Alpha. Hope you guys all had a great day, and I'm out. Peace.